Hey, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Market is ready, and we're ready to roll. All right, so far here on SPY, we opened up and we gapped up $2, 0.50%. And it looks like RSI is currently, let's see, right here. SPY is currently in this. Bit rate of 4,500. All right, SPY currently continuing to run here on a load of volume over 434.07. Looks like it should head over to 434.72 now. If we look at RSI here, it is getting into overbought area already. Overbought is over 70 on the RSI chart right here. So I'm not going to look for any calls at this point since we've already gapped up so much this morning. Looking at the economic calendar for our Fed speakers, we have one at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, a Fed speaker, and then we have the same Fed speaker coming back on at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So we should be pretty solid. We're going to try to take trades before that 10:30 mark. If nothing good pops up, then we'll have to wait. Then we'll have to wait for at least 30 minutes after when the Fed speaker is done. Then we'll continue to trade. You guys are watching anything good? Have any suggestions? Let me know. I'm always up for looking at new tickers. And how's the video and sound, guys? Everything sounding good so far? Let me know if you have any issues. Looking at Qs, seems to be breaking another key level, 368.02. Could actually run to 369.90 before we get a nice pullback. Again, not entering into any trades here just because of this, just because the RSI already getting into that overbought area. So more than likely we'll jump into those calls and then we'll get faked out and it'll come back to the downside to kind of reset. Preferably I like RSI instead of being all the way up here, kind of reset to the middle point, and then we can play upside from there. Big thing we're looking at here is our EMAs. The green we have the 9, the orange we have the 21 EMA. So big thing to take away here today is that when the 9 is over the 21 EMA, we are bullish. When the 9 is below the 21 EMA like here, we are bearish. And that's going to be our rule of thumb for the rest of the day. All right, looking at AMD, broke out of this triangle here. Kind of looked bearish actually initially right here, but it looks like we ended up rejecting because of the increase in RSI. So that bullish divergence that we were showing here, like even though it was trying to break lower, it just was never happening, and it kept going higher and higher on the RSI chart, kind of giving us a little snippet of what was to happen there, which was this breakout here on RSI. All right, just looking around. No SPY, no Qs for right now due to the big gap up. If you just joined, just kind of looking around the other tickers, seeing what's good. If you guys have any suggestions or any tickers you want me to take a look at, let me know. Just pop it in the chat. Oh, we had a huge consolidation here on the video. Right here from 1:15 Eastern time on Friday till the end of the day, we pretty much just continued to consolidate. At open, it looks like we dumped all the way back down to 448, kind of retraced. Now we're trying to break to the upside. All right, so all those levels are set there. Just verifying those levels. So these are going to be all your breakout levels here, all in purple. We have a nice 9 9 EMA, 21 EMA cross right there. So we'll actually look to take calls very soon. Now that RSI is breaking over that 50 level above the 21 EMA, and MACD is pretty bullish there. All I need for us to enter this play is for us to break over this 457.73 level. After that, we can rally to 460, then 463. So this is a big watch for us here. Then also keep an eye on SPY. Yeah, SPY and Qs. We have Qs holding a major level there at 368.02. Could rally to 369.90 before your next rejection. And NVIDIA continuing to rally there. So I'm going to take a look at the option contrast, kind of see what we got to play with here. So what I'll usually do is look for contracts that are $200 or less on the options chain, especially because today's Monday, so we have plenty of time. Don't have to really worry about theta decay. So for instance, I'm looking right now at 485. NVIDIA $485 calls October 20th. I'm just looking at those calls, haven't entered yet. But if we look at the options chain, last time it was up here at 1255 when it hit this level on Friday. Let's see what it was at. It was at, hit a high of 200 a contract. So it's actually a pretty good risk to reward ratio. So we're going to keep an eye on this contract, NVIDIA 485s. They're currently worth 97 bucks, so I like the price on those, very cheap. And of course, guys, none of this is financial advice. Yeah, so here we have a minute 45 on this candle. We are waiting to enter those NVIDIA calls, 485s, weeklies. Waiting for the 5-minute close. Looking at Qs. Qs rejected, key level 368.02. Looks like wants to come back down, possibly fill the gap to 365, but that's a long ways away, so we'll have to wait to see what happens there. NVIDIA is really a key setup for me just because of the fact that we have had so many rejections here, so much consolidation on that Friday, that now we're due for a big move, whether it be up or down. But due to our RSI and MACD, I'm saying that it's going to go more of the bullish way. And now you guys see why I wait for a close. This is why I don't enter the 5-minute close until 5-minute close. How's Tesla? Let me take a look. So going to Tesla. So Tesla's actually at a really good point here. We have the 9 and 21 EMAs right there where the candle is. Once we get across to the downside, the 9 crosses below the 21 EMA. That would actually be a pretty good setup for puts on Tesla. Key levels are going to be 251.42 and 250.88. Once we break below any of those and the EMA crosses, I'll be more than happy to take puts there. To actually make it easier, we'll have both charts on here on one screen for you guys. Why is it following that? There we go. Aside from Tesla, anybody see anything good on the charts? ETS are still kind of lagging there after that huge gap up, so wouldn't advise any of those. Let me check IWM. Yeah, also a huge gap up to a key level at 171.92. So just be careful with IWM. Once we get below 171.02, we could dump to 170.36. That's our next key level for IWM. NVIDIA getting a huge pullback here. Oh yeah, huge dump here. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with SPY and Qs. SPY and Qs still consolidating at the same area. Yeah, so what I'm looking for now is I'm just scrolling through trying to see who's about to cross or who's about to break a key level. SPY we could see a big sell-off if we get below 433.71 on the 5-minute time frame. Could get a good sell-off at least until the 9 EMA, which is about 432.96 right now. So just keep an eye on that. If you're gonna play calls, I would definitely tread lightly there. Netflix another good one to watch here as the EMAs are getting ready to cross. We could go from if we break 355, we could get to 352.68. Just a few things going on. Just kind of let's let the market kind of settle a little bit before we get into any plays. Let's see. I think with Netflix, we actually have a little bit of a pattern forming right here. Yeah, a little bit of a bear flag actually, right there. So we're looking pretty bearish on Netflix on the left right here. I'm gonna go back to the 5-minute. Keep an eye on the smaller picture. NVIDIA. What are you doing? Nvidia broke out of this consolidation zone. Pretty bearish so far. Could see 448 soon if we continue on this path. If we break into the consolidation to go zone again, then we'll just keep a watch, because there won't be anything good until we get some trend. SPY, let's see, nothing yet. Q, still nothing. Got to keep a close eye on your ETF sometimes. Amazon rallying today. Opened at 130.70, already up at 131.59. RSI is overbought here already. But MACD looks pretty strong, so we could continue to get a push. What's Tesla doing? All right, Tesla's just chilling, consolidating some more. Very glad we didn't get into those NVIDIA calls early on. That's why it's always so important to enter that, to wait for that close, because we would enter right there throughout that candle, we would have been destroyed already, back down to 453. So that's the importance of waiting for your turn. Tesla looking very bearish right now, so let's actually just focus in on that chart. Yep, we've already gotten 1, 2, 3 candles in a row to the downside. Let's see if we can continue. I'm going to take a look at the options chain there for Tesla. Let's see what we got to pick from. Let's see, so break below 258, 258.88, could break to 246.57. Let's see, good contract here would probably be the 225s, 225 weeklies. So that's I'm gonna keep an eye on that guy. Tesla 225 weekly puts. It's gonna be one to watch there. Yeah, so here we go. We just closed on the 5-minute. What I'm looking for here is for this guy to cross. I want that 9 to cross below the 21. And then after that, I would look for a break below 250.88. Then we'll be golden for some downside. And not only a little downside, we're looking for like a huge push. SPY still consolidating in this range of 433 to 434.70. And Qs are consolidating between 366.80 to 368.02 in this area there. Nvidia hasn't looked back into the consolidation zone ever since we broke out. I'm okay with missing out on this play. Just gonna kind of see where that goes. But based on our technical analysis and our price targets, after breaking out of this consolidation zone, we should see 448.45 in the next hour. Let's see. Looking at Apple, we're extremely oversold on RSI, so nothing really good to see there. Netflix sticking in between this bear flag. Tried to break out right here at 9:30 at open. Rejected key level 357.36, and now has decided to continue consolidating that flag. Amazon's just rallying there, but that one's overbought, so not really worried about that guy. Tesla, yeah, Tesla's our big guy here. We have 2 minutes left on this candle. Oh, sure. Yeah, so the only one I don't really use is that bottom one right there. I just kind of use it for my reference. But throughout the day, all I have set is the 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, MACD, and RSI. Those are my bread and butter. Aiden, Tesla attempted to break 250.8. It hasn't officially broke the level until we get a close. But good eye, good eye. All right, 1 minute 30 left in this candle. I'm just currently looking at the Tesla 225 weekly puts. I have those on my screen now, just kind of getting ready if we enter that play. Are all waiting for Tesla to make its move. Look at SPY, look at Qs. RSI has kind of reset a little bit, back to 64. And SPY's RSI hasn't reset as much. So right now, just based on the Q's ETF, looks like tech can rally a little bit here. That's most likely what's holding Tesla back. Yep, so 5-minute close, did not break a key level there. So no play as of yet. Let's go back to 2 screens and continue to look around. We'll keep Tesla on our left. Netflix still respecting our bear flag. Oh no, Tesla, sorry, Tesla, not Netflix. Netflix just broke out of our bear flag, so this is now invalidated. So we can just, we'll have to wait to see but if it does close, if it closes above this bear flag here, then it is invalidated. I'll give it another 5 minutes to see if it holds. Looking at Costco, one of my favorite indicators to trade. I mean, tickers. Let's put this gap there that we can fill. Yep, just chilling for right now. Haven't got our shot yet. Coin, wow. Coin open, gapped up all the way to 79.26 and has dumped ever since. And it went already back to our level of 73.68. So that'll be interesting to watch for later. Let's see, Google. Google also looks like it wants to break out to the upside, but just consolidating in this little range here. This little range right here. IWM looks like it wants to break to the downside. Wasn't able to break that key level 171.92 after all these candles. And it looks like we also double topped right here. We double topped right here and here. Nvidia back in that consolidation zone I mentioned earlier. Ooh, Netflix. Netflix, remember how this was about to invalidate the pattern? Looks like it ended up just wicking and staying within. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put an alert. So once it breaks that pattern to the downside, we'll be the first to know. And it would actually be perfect because it would break around here, and then we could just play puts to 352. What a shitty arrow, but you know what I mean. And yep, nothing good going on. Spies, Qs, so boring. IWM, the only one that's having a little bit of movement. This one has an M pattern. I'm gonna put that one in white. Yeah, so this kind of correlates with that double top, right? 1, 2, and then 1, 2 here. And then MACD is about to cross to the downside. So puts on IWM could work if we break below 171.22, and then you could play that gap to fill this whole gap here to 170.36. The only reason I don't like to play is because the EMAs haven't crossed yet to the downside. So if I was to take this play, this white line to purple line play, it would be a small position just because I'm playing against a trend. Trend is your friend. Yeah, sorry guys, just chilling for right now. No A+ setup yet. What's that? Apple crossing to the upside on MACD, crossing here. Oh, but this is a 3-minute. All right, there's a 5-minute. Okay, so RSI crossed there, MACD, but we're still holding below that 9 EMA, so we're still in a bearish trend because the 9 is below the 21. So no calls yet. And before I continue, thanks guys for tuning in with me today. Really appreciate it. Make sure if you haven't yet, just hit the like button and subscribe if you guys would like to see more live trading sessions on YouTube. Yep, so these are the best plays available right now, other than maybe NVIDIA. But yeah, NVIDIA is just staying in that zone. So as long as NVIDIA is in the zone between, let me show you what the zone is. The zone is 356.47 to 454.15. As long as we're in that zone in NVIDIA, best to just sit in our hands with that one. Best tickers to watch right now are these two, Netflix and Tesla right now. One thing I'm liking here is that we have a nice downtrend consolidation. So I'm hoping that the next thing we get is a downward push. But we'll have to see. If we get that downward push, then we could be entering a trend day, and could continue pushing to the downside to that 246 level down there. But can't skepticize yet. Gotta wait. Hey, what's up, Sean? Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, Sean was in the training session with me yesterday. We actually did a one-on-one. Really good. Went through all our indicators. Went through the whole strategy of how I kind of trade. There's a form in the description below if you guys wanted to take advantage of that, or if you were interested. So going to Netflix, Netflix did validate our pattern because we broke out. Should have been a move to the downside, but since we went the opposite way, I'm going to delete this pattern, and we'll have to focus on something else. Just delete this. Let's go back to NVIDIA, see what it's doing. Yep, NVIDIA is actually pushing to the upside. Nice. And the EMA is crossed on Tesla to the bullish side. And let's see, what is Q's doing? Ooh, Q's are bullish too. I'm actually gonna go back to our and focus on NVIDIA. Focusing on the NVIDIA 485 weekly calls again. What we're waiting for here is to see if we close on the 5-minute candle over this 457.73 level. We've already got 2 out of the 3 confirmations. We got RSI above the 50 level, MACD, and EMAs have crossed already to the upside. So all we're waiting for is this close here. This will validate our bullish bias, and then we can play to the upside. $25 people in here. Thanks so much, guys. No, you're going too fast. Ah, oh, damn, what a bummer. Looks like looks like this already pushed 359, 459.38 because of Qs. Qs also made a new high of the day too. Previous high was 368.66. So ideally, what we would like to see in NVIDIA is a retracement all the way back to like a little bit closer to our key level. Because if this ends up rallying all the way to like over here, I wouldn't enter the trade because then it would only have like an extra 60 cents to get here, if that makes sense. Yeah, so this is actually just what we want to see. We want to see that retracement NVIDIA, and then we want to and we don't see that much of a retracement on Qs, right? To show us that, hey, the tech sector is kind of building up momentum, and NVIDIA is just getting a bit of a pullback. This is perfect, just the pullback that we wanted. Microsoft breaking new highs. AMD tried to break new highs. Problem with this one here is that it did break a new high on this most recent candle, but if you look at RSI, RSI has a bit of a divergence. Divergence meaning higher high on the price chart, but lower high on the RSI chart. Kind of showing that, you know, these two are not aligned, so we could see a break to the downside soon. All right, so we're gonna get ready, guys. NVIDIA 485 October 20th calls. That's what I'm looking to take here. And we're gonna jump right in. Yeah, so I just got filled NVIDIA 485 October 20th calls. I got filled for 81 bucks. I got a few contracts of those. And our first price target is going to be 460.61. So I'm just going to put an alarm. And that will be where we'll probably take most of our contracts out there. and then continue to hold maybe 1 or 2 runners to 463.66. Ooh, Nvidia's running. Nvidia's running. Qs have already made a higher low. Looking to see if we break that 368.87 for a higher high. Could be really good for tech. Go Nvidia, go! Push Nvidia, push! Let's go! Up 6% on this calls already. Oh, let's see. Oh, new high on Qs, guys. New high. Higher high, higher low on Qs. Now let's see if Nvidia can make a higher high here. Has to break over 459.36. We're currently up 7% on the trade. Alright, looks like we're sticking in that bullish momentum. 9 above the 21 on Nvidia and 9 above the 21 on Qs. So, still looks good. We're currently down 3% on the trades now. Yeah, PT is the 460.61 level for Nvidia, yes. All right, while we wait for NVIDIA to kind of settle, any other tickers you guys are looking at? I'm gonna just take a look around real quick, see if there's anything good. AMD holding a key support level 106.79. Apple, a key ticker to the market here, has a gap to fill from 178.34 to 178.71. So this is actually really good for our calls. Yep. You want me to flip the screen? Let's see. Boom! Look at that thing. Let's go. NVIDIA new highs of the day. Go NVIDIA, go, go. All right, we'll look at Meta real quick. Meta is super bullish here. Broke over that 319.01. Super bullish on MACD. RSIs are already getting a little overbought there, so I just kind of be careful with calls. But it does have the possibility of going to 322.69 with this momentum building up from Qs and Apple and Nvidia. Go Nvidia, go. Go Nvidia, go. We're currently up 8% on these calls so far. So my ideal rule of thumb is we'll do our first trim at 15%, or when we hit that first price target, whichever comes first. Then after that, we set a stop loss to break even, and we let the play plan out. My favorite stop loss to use in trades is the 9 EMA. So let's say this is rallying, right? And then it kind of comes back down. I won't even exit because we could possibly just hit the 9 and just continue running. So I'll use the 9 as a stop loss slash area where I can average down. I use Webull, Aiden. Webull's my favorite. I was a Robinhood man for a long time when I first started. Then I found Webull and I never turned back. No need to worry here on the video on this little pullback here. Still a lot of green bullish momentum on MACD, and RSI still has some ways to go before we're oversold. Overbought. I apologize. Yep, no need to worry here. We are up 11%. Nah, Robinhood, yeah, Aiden. Robinhood for me, it sucks. Like I can never get a good fill on these guys. It'll hit my target, and I'll try to get out. I'll get out, and that whole time that I was trying to click out of that trade, I probably lost like 5% trying to get out. So it's garbage, honestly, in my opinion. We're currently up 12% on the trade, guys. Looking good. And we just hit new highs of the day on NVIDIA. Good shit. We did hit new lows of the day on, sorry. We did hit new high of the day on Qs just now. Right? New high of the day. Yep, high 369.28. Good shit. We're continuing to just pump here. Oh, we're up 15%, guys. Let's have our first trim at 94 bucks. Leave me a comment below, guys, if you followed that trade. We've already made 15% on this trade, and now we're currently up 19%. Leave me a comment if you followed the trade, and of course, you know, like up the video. All right, currently back down to 15%. Yeah, we're looking fire. We're looking fire here, guys. Fire. Not only are we making new lows on Qs, new high on Qs, and then if we go back to NVIDIA, we just continue to make new lows, new highs, new lows, new highs, showing us that we're in a nice bullish uptrend. So no need to get out of this trade for right now. And if you're ever like scared, like, oh shit, maybe it's like gonna turn around soon, look at your MACD. Buyers are in control here. When we start to see a little bit of this lightning right here, this lightning of the green, that's where we'll kind of be like, okay, kind of losing that bullish momentum. I have to trim some more. But for right now, that hasn't happened. So still going strong. Ooh, 460.30, guys. New high of the day again. We're almost at 460.61. Let's go. We're almost there. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, NVIDIA. Don't do us like that. Give us our target. Come on, NVIDIA. Let's go. All right. We hit price target, guys, and we are just skyrocketing from here. We're at 460.84. Price is currently at 22%. You're going to trim most of your position out here at 99 bucks from our initial entry of 81. I'm holding two runners. And let's see how high this can run. Next level is 463.66. We are fucking killing it. Sorry. We are freaking killing it. Got too excited. Guys, how we doing? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys grab that trade with me today in the video. I'm gonna need some likes and comments so we can get some more going. And just to reiterate, we did put a stop loss at our break-even price, which is the price that we entered in. That was 81 bucks. So no matter what happens, we are green for today so far. Hey man, casual 80 bucks goes a long way. Great to hear, guys. Great to hear. Sean on the demo account? Damn. No, I'm just kidding. It's always good. It's always good to practice on the demo account before shedding out some real money. Don't worry. Yeah, it was perfect, guys. Look at this. We hit that key level right there. Took all our profits around here, and here we are. Just kind of consolidating, just waiting it out. We are risk-free on this trade. Yo, great to hear, Andrew. Glad I could help, man. Well, lucky for you guys, I'm probably going to live trade again tomorrow. So we can have even more fun this morning. I'm going to just look around. I'm going to keep the NVIDIA chart on the right for all of those that are in that trade still. As I said before, I still have 2 runners, and cons are currently at 100 bucks a piece. Michael, first time joining. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, another good trade that's about to come up is Apple calls. Apple calls on the EMAs are about to cross. Once we do get that cross and we close above the 178.71, which we're about to, this will actually be a good area for calls, and we can play that to 179. Oh, VIX is getting cooked. Let me see. I haven't looked at. I stopped looking at VIX. Let's go to VIX right here. Jesus. Oh yeah, VIX has been getting fried since 8:30. But VIX is actually oversold. So just be careful there. We could see a big pullback on SPY before we continue rallying up. What was I looking at? Not Qs. Apple. Hey guys, if you have any friends or anybody that's interested in trading, just learning a little bit, make sure to refer them my way, please, to the YouTube video, to the channel. It will really help me out. I'm gonna move NVIDIA for a moment. Look at VIX. I was just checking out those levels on VIX. Look pretty good. Just like how I said earlier, just a minute ago, we're getting a pushback cut to the upside. Look for us to probably get back to the 90 MA before continuing back down. What we'll do is we'll actually put VIX on the left because I like NVIDIA on the right for some odd reason. You got it, David. That's true. Nice. You caught those QQQ calls. That's nasty. Let's see what you caught. Oh yeah, you caught that. You caught that bounce right here at 366, and boom, to the moon. Real nice. Guys, if you're looking at any other charts or tickers, just comment them below. I don't mind looking around. If not, I'm usually just gonna stay looking at the same ones that I have here on my watch list. NVIDIA is struggling here. After rejecting that key level at 460.61. Cons are at 86 bucks at this point. So I'm actually just gonna I'll cut the position here at 86 bucks. And we're gonna look for another position now. But that was a great play on the video calls, guys. But typically when you see like this nice rejection on your key level, expect it to kind of, you know, have a hard rejection off of there. Just shows you how nice those levels are sometimes. All right, so still looking at Tesla, because Tesla's continuing to just consolidate in this square right here. Yeah, this actually looks like it could curl bearish at any moment. So I'm going to keep that on the chart first to watch. In the meantime, let's go to look around, see if there's anything good. Yeah, everything's kind of rejecting at this point. Must be because of, yep, because of VIX. Let's see if VIX bounces off that 90 EMA or if it continues to break through. If it continues to break through the 90 EMA, then I'll only be looking for puts. Ooh, Apple's trying to rally right here over 178.71. Let's see. The big thing is what is VIX gonna do on this next candle close? Yep, looks like it rejected our key level 117.67. VIX wants to go back down here. I'm gonna look at some Apple contracts and see what looks good. Next target I have is 179.41. So let me just look at. So last time price was over there. It was at 95 bucks. So this could possibly be a 100% play. Let's see. Let me see what Tesla's doing. Tesla ain't doing much. I'm gonna wait on this. I'm gonna wait on this Apple calls real quick. All right, so I'm going to get into Apple 182.5 weekly calls. I just got in for 45 bucks a piece. Once again, entered Apple 182.5 weekly calls. Price target is going to be 179.41 for this play. And just to reiterate, we entered this play because of the 9 EMA, 921 EMA cross. MACD's bullish, RSI is super bullish there, above 50. So we're looking very solid there. And our stop loss will be the 9 EMA here. This will be a little bit of a slow mover, but I think it should pay. Because so far, based on price action, it looks like we are getting a trend day. PLTR. PLTR, let's see. All right, PLTR actually looks really bullish, actually. It's gotten consistent rejections right here at 1744. Over 1744, you can see 1763 next, and then possibly 1779. All the way until we get back to 1791. That's the highest I'm seeing on PLTR. Let's see what VIX is doing. SPY continuing to rally there. And Q's also consolidating, looking for a breakout soon. Just chilling for right now. Just letting the consolidation play out. Let me label this here. Price target. And then we're gonna put an alarm for the 9 EMA. So if it closes below the 9 EMA, we'll get out of this position. Let me just change that. We're gonna put stop loss. Stop loss. So when it goes off, I know what it's talking about. Yeah, these contracts are relatively cheap. I mean, we're currently at 42 bucks from our initial entry of 45 bucks, so it's working out pretty nicely so far. And if you're just tuning in, we're currently in Apple calls, Apple 182.5 calls, waiting for a push to the upside. And also, if you didn't believe me about this push, you also have a bull flag going on here. Bull flag, breaking above a key level. EMAs are bullish. These guys are bullish, MACD and RSI, so there's no reason for us to get out of this trade just yet. All right, while we wait for that guy for something to happen there, I'm gonna just look around. Ooh, Microsoft also in a bull flag. What happened here? There we go. Yeah, Microsoft also in a bull flag as well. So all of tech seems to be in a bull flag. Look at Qs. Qs are also in a bull flag as well. Arsha, I'm currently in the Apple 182.5 calls, the weeklies. Stop loss for these guys is if we close below the 9 EMA. All right, there's the bounce. There's the bounce on the 9 EMA right there, right on point on Apple. Let me get a little closer. There's the bounce, and here's the push. Here's buyers coming back in. So actually what I'll do here is I'll probably average down. I'll buy one. I'm going to enter another one. Oh, my average down didn't go through. Damn it. All right. Well, my average is still 45 bucks. Didn't fill as fast. Aiden, you talking about QQQ same days? Yeah, if you're talking about same days, I'm not trading any 0DTs. I'm only doing one or more. 1 day's to expiration or more. I don't like playing 0DTs. It's just messes with my strategy, makes me involve a lot of emotions. I found that I trade better when I go one day out or more. But by all means, if you want to play, you want to take 0DT, that's completely up to you. But it's not definitely not a bad area to do it either. After this bull flag setup that's going on here, like this and like that. Yeah, that's like that is your ideal bull flag right there. So if you do take QQQ calls, I think you got a pretty good chance. Just be strict with your stop loss. If it breaks below 9 EMA, just like we've been saying, get out of that trade. Remember, guys, trading is all about risk management. We make our trade, we make our money. Now we have to secure the bag for the rest of the day. Yep. If you didn't enter with this before on Apple, this would be a good time to do so. I'd say, because we're looking for another pump right here. Yeah, Apple pumping, Q's pumping. What's SPY doing? SPY pumping. But for the sake of the setup, like I don't like this. This isn't as nice as this. Like here's this flag and here's this flag. I like this setup better. Damn, it's 11. It's already 11 a.m. That's crazy. I'll probably go for a little while longer, till maybe lunchtime. All right, I'm gonna leave this here, guys. I'm gonna get some coffee real quick, and my coffee machine. Give me 2 seconds. Guys, this would be a perfect time to get into QQQ calls. Breaking out of that bull flag currently, and we are currently making new highs of the day on Apple. Now I'm gonna go back to my coffee. Target for Apple is 179.41. I already have. I think I have an alarm. I'm gonna put one anyways. 179.41, and our contracts are currently up 10% already. So we're looking very solid. Blow up that chat below, guys, while I'm gone. All right, I'm back. So looking back at our Apple contracts, we're currently up 10%. We initially entered at 45, currently at 49. And QQQ is ready to break again. It tried to break earlier. How are you guys doing? Any trades you guys are in? Any tickers you guys are watching? Yep. Just letting the chart play out. Just chilling. Yep, Qs are having a hard time here. That's the only thing to keep in mind, guys, with the RSI indicator. It's not the best. It's not the best thing in a trending market like this, because as you can see, like looking at RSI here, like you can see, it's just gonna stay overbought forever. We're gonna come back a little bit for RSI, kind of try to reset. But you're gonna see that once it breaks the bull flag, it's gonna go overbought again. So you kind of just have to play it off the EMAs at this point. Looking to. Oh man, earnings. I'm scared. I'm scared of earning plays. I have gotten both paid and destroyed on earnings plays. So this break right here will be huge on Qs. Anybody else playing any earnings plays? Tesla, Netflix. What was I gonna pull up? I was gonna pull up BAC. BAC. Interesting. Yep. So QQQ calls. QQQ just broke the bull flag. Calls could work here. Just be careful. And manage your risk, of course. Apple calls are currently back at break even, 45 bucks. We hit a high of 10% up here at 179.08. Let's see if it goes to the 90 MA and retest. If it does, I'll probably average down some more. I like Bank of America Bank of America calls look nice. Yeah, Bank of America calls look nice. It's on the 4-hour time frame, so it's not a bad area to get calls. I like it. Going back to what we're playing, which is Apple and Qs. We're just kind of watching here. This will be key here. I have arrows in both areas that I'm watching here, in case you wanted some guidance. All right, so far we have 2 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. 9 EMA is at 178.62 right now, so we close below that, we'll close out of this trade. We stay above it, we are good for a push to the upside. Just being patient. I'm gonna pull up this chart because that's not doing anything. Let's see, SPY pulling back. Qs are already pulling back, we already know that. AMD actually kind of looks like, nah, just kidding. I thought it was a flag. Well, actually, it could be, like right here. Maybe. Yeah, it's an ugly flag, but it's a flag to the upside. Kind of looks like QQQ broke bull flag on the 1 minute. That is making a bear flag. Let me take a look. You said Qs, right? Let's go to the 1 minute. No. No, I mean it's no, the 1 minute still looks like a bull flag to me. Unless you're talking about this, like here. Like that, but that's not a very solid flag to go off of. All right, we're currently bouncing off the 9 EMA here. So I'm gonna try to average down here. Well, average stayed at 45. Well, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna fix this flag here. We're gonna put it just like that. There we go. Yeah, Aiden, I kind of see what you're saying, but the 1 minute flags are never very accurate. At least when I've traded them. That's why, like, if you'll notice, like when I'm trading, like everything I do is kind of based on the 15-minute time frame. And then I'll execute off the 5 minute. So like all my levels, support resistance levels, things of that nature, I'll usually find them on the 15. And then I'll trade right off the 5 because that'll give me like the best entry possible. All right, we're watching Apple again. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on this candle. Let's see if we can push back up over 178.71. Yeah, personally, I'm looking for a breakout because of that Q setup here. And I think there's actually a bull flag here. No? Not really. Yep, no other trades right now other than Apple calls. I don't like anything else at the moment. All right, we're all out of this trade. We're out at $36. Had to cut our losses there, but that was only what $9 a trade, so the risk to reward was there. But we had to cut it. We had to cut our losses after we broke below the 9 EMA. But still green. I'm still very green for the day. Yeah, so it looks like RSI is just resetting here. It's just trying to reset for that breakout. Now what we're going to look for on Apple is for a cross to the downside. If we get an EMA cross here, then we just wait for a cross on MACD and we are good for downside. And any questions or concerns you guys may have, just pop it in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have while we're waiting for setups. And then if you guys have a moment, please just hit like on the video for me. A 15-minute, yeah. Let's see. SPY on the 15th. Yeah, no, SPY and Qs are for sure bullish on the 15th. I agree. I agree. Just for right now, it looks like the market's kind of taking a pullback. Yep, exactly. It's just gonna be full of chop for the next little bit. Let's actually look at, if we look at VIX, we actually see that we have a bear flag forming right there, and that kind of correlates with the flag that we actually saw with SPY. Yeah, so this is what I like to do sometimes. Like if you ever see like a flag or any kind of pattern, I'll look for a SPY. Like I'll be like, all right, bull flag. I'm like, all right, let me go to VIX since that's the inverse and kind of see, okay, what's the pattern there? Oh, that's also a bear flag. So the inverses match, so there's a better chance of the play actually panning out. Yep, agreed. Apple super bearish. It only got that little pump right here to 179, but we didn't catch it. Steph, man, that's great to hear, bro. I'm glad I can make a difference. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on Apple on the right side here. It looks like we're getting close to breaking below that key level of 178.34. The only thing we're waiting on is a cross on the EMAs. While it does that, we're just going to take a look at some other tickers on the left. And then Tesla also, just to show you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but just like SPY and VIX are inverses, also Tesla and TSLQ are inverses as well. And what I'll do with these guys is kind of mark the support and resistance lines. I'll wait for the crosses on either one. And whichever kind of flips first is the position I'll take, if that makes sense. Like, for example, like TSLQ needs to cross on the EMAs to the upside. MACD and RSI pretty bullish there, breaking above a key level. So as soon as we can get across on the EMAs, TSLQ should rise, and then Tesla should continue dumping from here. But definitely by far my favorite setup is still Apple puts. And let's see, last time we were over here it was 10.15. I'm looking at the 175 weekly puts. They're worth 75 bucks. Last time they were down that low to that level at 177.97. At 10.15 they were worth 93 bucks. So that would be a nice $20 gain. And that's what I always like to look at when I'm looking at contracts. I'm like, okay, this is my level. I'm like, last time I was there was 10.15, 10.10. And then I'll look at the contract and I'll be like, okay, how much did it move from here to here? And in this case, it moved $20. So it's a pretty nice risk to reward there. Roku, just a lot of just consolidation. Consolidation let up, down. Roku's just trash right now. Meta actually looks like it could push here. EMAs are bullish. The only things that are holding it back is the MACD and RSI. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to flip that one. Yeah, Tesla. This is Meta. Where's Tesla? Yeah, I'm just seeing a bunch of choppy movement. It looked like it ended up rejecting right here on Qs. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so like David said earlier in the chat, definitely Qs are looking for a breakout to the upside. If you wanted to draw this out on your TradingView chart or wherever you chart, just mark out just make a trend line, connect the three upper wicks on the top and the bottom wicks. Yeah, Arsha, just keep an eye on those Qs. Looks like it could break to the upside, but we really have to get a solid close above that trend line there. Only thing that's bothering me here is that, again, once we break that trend line here, we'll be overbought. So I don't know how long the bullish trend will last. If I were in your shoes, I would definitely look more at the Apple calls again, because Apple is crossing, bullish momentum is coming back in, and RSI is ready to cross. David's asking for meta. Let's give him meta. Meta's actually flagging. Yeah, meta's flagging. Probably gonna come retest the key level again. Once we get a solid green on the MACD, then we can look for calls. Yeah, so now we're watching Qs, Apple, and Meta. That's what's on watch right now. Yeah, sorry guys, just nothing good yet. Just a bunch of chop. We got a good run up until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Eastern, and pretty much after that we've just consolidated all around the market. 11 o'clock Eastern, 11:20 Eastern, we started chopping on Qs, and same thing on Meta. Need that line to go away. Okay. What's Tesla doing? Tesla just in its own world right now. Apple trying to cross to the upside. Have to wait and see. Sorry guys, nothing entertaining going on right now. The only thing we're looking at here is Qs. Qs are the big guy here. We're gonna put a little alert here once it breaks above that. Apple continuing to consolidate here. It's actually making a head and shoulders on the 5-minute. Shoulder, shoulder, and head. And this is the right shoulder right here. This is not the most, in my opinion, head and shoulders is the least accurate pattern there is. But I just kind of like to point it out just to kind of see market structure. If you are going to play any kind of head and shoulder pattern, always wait for the break. Always wait for the break, then the retest. And this is where you would ideally enter for puts. Too many times have I entered right here, I gain like 10%, end up being negative, and because of theta decay, I end up losing more in the trade than when I entered. So it doesn't really work out that nicely. Guys, it's so cold outside. It's currently 56. When I woke up, it was 44 degrees. It was so freaking cold. How do I even go outside? Yeah, I had lows of like 44. It's disgusting. I mean, I love the cold, but at the same time, you know, prevents me from going outside. Well, I mean, it is October, so I guess it's time to get fat and eat. Come on, Q's, do something. And Meta also, what is Meta doing? Meta's just continuing to consolidating the flag. Nothing good so far. Also days like today, I'll also look at the little fire icon over here on TradingView, hot list, and I'll look at usually the New York Stock Exchange volume gainers over here. I'll just kind of scroll down, kind of see if there's anything good. And the way I kind of determine if anything is good is I'll look at the crosses. Like right here, for example. Here we have the 9 and a 21 EMA getting ready to cross to the downside on Bank of America. Let me get some lines going. $83 degrees, damn. 80 in Cali, nice. That's beautiful. I love that 70 to 80 degree weather. That's where it's at. But waking up in 40-degree weather, I barely even want to get up. I could stay in bed all day. Keys closed, still in the bull flag. You guys, times like times like today, don't make any silly decisions. You know, right now, you know, we would have been bored since like 10:30, gotten calls, gotten puts, and just would have been chopped out for a maximum of maybe 5 to 10% on a trade. You know, it's not worth the risk. What we're waiting for is right now we're in this consolidation here, and then we're waiting for that pop. Right here. This is where we're at right now. Now what's next is a huge move to the upside. As long as we follow a trend like day. So let's see if it actually works out. VIX is trying to turn. Let's see. Oh yeah, VIX is running. Invalidated the bear flag there. I'm actually gonna fix this guy. Yep, right there. That should be nice. I think that should work. I'm gonna keep that line there. The top of this bear flag that I have for VIX is the 21 EMA also. So if we do break above it and invalidate this pattern, could be a bloodbath for SPY going forward for the rest of the day. But my main concern is tech right now, so I'm gonna just keep an eye on Qs. Well, welcome back and welcome to the new people that just joined. Currently, right now, we're looking at a bull flag on Qs, kind of just consolidating that area. And I'm also looking at Bank of America too, for some downside pressure. Y'all have any tickers you want me to look at? Anything amazing out there? Just let me know. It's 27.40. Trying to look for any good supports, because I feel like these are kind of far away from each other, but who knows? Man, get this out of here. There we go. I can't believe it's 11:44. Crazy. Qs are getting very close to invalidating this flag and trying to push to the downside. With Bank of America, I like this one because the EMAs are about to cross to the downside. And once the EMAs cross to the downside and we break below 26.90, I'll put an alarm there. Once we break below, which means once the candle closes below that 26.90 level on the 5-minute, then we can take puts for downside. Somehow the only support resistance level I have is 26.20, but I feel like that's too far, so we're gonna add another one. Yeah, so we're gonna add this one here because we have a lot of rejections at this point, and then we'll put this one here. So those will be our breakouts. Those will be our other breakout levels as well. Yep, it looks like so. It looks like Qs are invalidating. Bull flag is no more. It looks like we're taking a turn for the worst. I don't know why my levels didn't come from here, but whatever. Qs here. All right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why my setup, my levels didn't show up on this layout for some reason. I will play SPY or QQQ puts to the downside if we get across. And break a key level, of course. And if you guys haven't figured out by now, that's like the main bread and butter of my setup, right? Crosses of the EMAs, breaking key levels. And I say it so much because I also like tell it to myself so I don't break those rules. So actually this one we're gonna open to 2. Right here, like that. Yeah, here and here. We're gonna leave those up. This box right here is just it's a gap. It's the gap to fill from all the way somewhere from over here. This long box is from the gap down that we got back in September 20th to September 21st. In case you were wondering why that box is yellow. Yep, so we're just gonna chill. That'll just be up there. Let's see. Yep. Wow, crazy. Keys are actually trying to stay back in the flag. It's wild. Bank of America, this actually looking pretty crazy. And I think Bank of America puts are actually super cheap. Let me see. BAC. Looking at the 26.5s, they're currently at 43 bucks. Last time it went down to that level of 26.68, it was at $62. So not really much of a move there. Let me see the 27 puts. Yeah. Not really much movement is expected on Bank of America if we do get into those puts. So I don't think it's really worth our time. From 62 to 82, like $20 move. Yeah, not really interested in that. I would prefer more of a 50% move or more. And it looks like QQQ is back in the flag. NVIDIA on a steady uptrend. Keeps bouncing off the 21 EMA. bulls are still in control of the sideways move. Definitely agree. Yeah, bulls are definitely staying in control, because if sellers were to really be in control here, they would have broke below the 21 EMA. And then you said VIX, right? VIX. Ooh, VIX is actually looking for a nice move down. Yeah, VIX breaks out of this bear flag here. I'm gonna put an alert. Breaks below that flag. And then we could see 1726 in the next hour or so. Meta is breaking out of the bull flag, I apologize. Bull flag. So we could see 322 next on Meta. So stay tuned on that. RSI is crossing to the upside, and MACD is waiting to cross as well. Not getting into anything until MACD crosses. Otherwise, it could be a false breakout. Or a fake out, whichever you want to say. Interesting. Netflix is also consolidating. Had a nice uptrend at around open. Has been consolidating here since 10:15. Expect us to get that move to 362 though. And looking at Qs and SPY, this gap to fill box here seems to be really strong, because every time we try to test it, we keep coming back down. What's Qs doing? Wow, Qs are still sticking in there. Crazy. AMD, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft. Roku, Coin. Meta breaking out of the flag again, but still no cross on MACD. Well, what a choppy morning. Check out BAC is doing since we charted it out. Oh, it ain't doing anything. I'm gonna take a look at the hot list again. Let's see, Citibank. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to change. I want this side. All right, Citibank. Wow, Citibank has just dumped ever since 1:30 on Friday. Okay. Makes sense since banks have earnings this week. Snap Inc. hitting new highs of the day. Too small. Closing below the 369.01 level, which is our 21 EMA, is pretty bearish on Qs. You guys can see what I was talking about here, how this was a fake breakout because MACD was not on the same page. When MACD and RSI are on different pages, there's usually a reason behind it, and it's because of that, you know, it's the fake out. Let's see some other random ones. Ford. Oh, this must have been when I drew it out a long time ago. I haven't looked at Ford in years. Uber. Ooh, Uber actually has some moves down. So let's actually put QQQ here and put Uber here. Yep, QQQ broke below the 21 EMA, 368.99. Definitely a good area to play puts here. Good area to play puts, and your price target would be 368.02. Stop loss for this play, because we entered off the 21 EMA, the 21 EMA would be your stop loss. Yep, if you're just joining us, QQQ puts are definitely a nice move here. Again, not financial advice. Just trying to give you guys some tips and tricks and a little bit about how I read the market. So completely up to you. And while you guys are here, make sure to like and subscribe to the video. And if you guys take any trades other than the ones I'm doing or anything like that, just comment them below. I like to follow along and kind of see what you guys are doing. All right, Qs are looking good. SPY's trying to push back up into that gap to fill level. Most likely we're going to see a huge push to the downside to 435.22 on Qs. I mean on SPY. On Qs, I'm expecting 368.02. Anybody take those QQQ puts by chance? Because those are working out really nice. I didn't take I didn't take any QQQ puts. I was just saying, I was just suggesting that it could be a good time because we broke below the 21 EMA here. I'm also watching SPY puts here. If we break below 435.78, the 21 EMA. Ooh, 366 puts are nice for Qs. Just keep an eye on that stop loss. Stop loss will be at that 21 EMA. As long as we remain below that, we're good. Like right now, it's currently testing it, so no need to get out of that trade. If you were in puts, if you were in QQQ puts, I would only get out if it closes on this 5-minute above. Close is so important here with these trades. Getting in while a candle is forming or anything like that just puts you at a volatile position. Okay, let's see what's going on here now. Sorry, I don't know why my... Ooh, nice. Steph is taking advantage of those puts. Yeah, but this nice consolidation here and the constant rejection of the gap to fill, I'm expecting a push to the downside. But don't get in too soon, you know, wait for that confirmation if you haven't gone in yet. Meta's trying to break out of the bull flag again. I'm actually going to adjust this here, and we're going to adjust it to right there. Because it's still not a full breakout because of our MACD. Still hasn't crossed. As far as economic data goes, we have no more economic data until 4:30 Eastern time, which will be after the market closes. So we're pretty solid there. And we have a pretty, and if you want to do any swing trades, it's a pretty good market to do so tonight. Let's see. So just got an alert on VIX. We just broke below the bear flag right here. Qs are still looking good. Sorry, I thought I was on mute. I think as long as we stay in between this range of the EMAs and we don't break any higher than this on Qs, you can still look for a downward push. And as before, we are still we're breaking out of that gap to fill again that we were trying to test. And SPY wants to break below that 21 EMA. If you don't want to play any ETFs, there's also Uber. Uber on the 5 minute below 44.06 looks good for downside. I'm watching SPY 435 0 DTE puts. I'm gonna do small size here. This is high risk. I have not entered yet. I'm looking for a break below 435.82 on SPY, and then I will grab puts. And Uber puts also look really good here. We're about to close below our key level of 44.06. All right, I'm entering into puts on SPY 435 0 DTE puts. I entered at $61. Target is going to be 435.22. Rejecting a key level on SPY 436.05. And Qs are retesting the 9 and the 21 EMA. Still bearish on this play. Of course, manage your risk. You're 100% right about Tesla. Problem is that the ETFs, SPY and Qs, are consolidating and trying to push to the upside. So I'm not going to do, and trying to push to the downside. So I'm not going to do any calls right now on Tesla. But good eye though. I'm going to average down a bit here at 51. New average is $57 now. Now, honestly, Tesla calls aren't a bad look here, but if it wasn't for these guys, for SPY and Qs playing the downside, I would have gotten into Tesla already. But we have to wait. On SPY, dump it, dump it. Everybody, type in the chat, dump it, dump it. Well, Tesla's breaking out.
Oh yeah, Tesla's just trying to rip here. ETFs are holding it back though. Still holding on the SPY puts. We're remaining below the 90 MA, which is 435.99, and we're remaining below key level, which is 436.05. Come on, SPY. Stop consolidating and just drop. Stop playing with our feelings. Sorry about that. Yep, stopped out as well. Very good risk management, guys. That's what we're doing. If we move to Tesla, Tesla's actually ripping. Yep, Tesla's ripping. Ripping. So we just got faked out on SPY and Qs. Part of the game, right? That's why we had those. That's why we had a stop loss. Tesla calls look really good here if you guys are interested. We already ripped past the key level. EMAs are to the bullish side. RSI and MACD are bullish, so not a bad play here if you decide to take that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream so far. Hope you guys have learned a lot. I'm planning to do another one tomorrow. Hope you guys are interested in that one. Probably around the same time, 9:30 a.m. market open to 10 to 11, 11 to 12 Eastern. Yeah, this is just crazy. SPY and Q's just consolidation central. Even VIX broke a key level there, but refusing to stay below it. So ETFs are just not the way to go right now. Let's look at Uber though. Very curious to see how that guy's doing. That one rejected a key level there, 4406. And Meta still this upwards chop. Yeah, chop fest, exactly, Sean. We tried to catch SPY and Q puts, but the consolidation is just killing our contracts. So I'm glad we cut them. And even if SPY and Q go to the bottom, like to actually target 368, 435, don't get mad about it. You know, just be happy that you followed your risk management. Yeah, no thanks. Not gonna watch that anymore. All right, let's just take one last look around. No, no. Nvidia's not half bad. Already crossed to the downside, but it does need to cross a key level at 457.73. Below that, we can see 456 and possibly even 454 if we fill the gap. Oh no, not sorry. I thought that was a gap fill. It's just a consolidation zone. That's why I gotta delete those things. So yeah, below 457.73, we can see 456.95 and 455.93. No! Damn you, SPY, damn you! I said I wouldn't look back, but I just had to. Yeah, Steph, I'm watching. I'm watching that. I'm watching that drop. Apple just hit a key zone here, key level 177.56. So we'll probably see a pushback up before we continue the downside pressure. Oh, Microsoft, what are you doing? You're just consolidating. Yeah, so just a bunch of consolidations, SPY and Qs. So I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna go. We'll have another live session in the morning tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be as long, but it'll be worth your time. Trust. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter and Discord. And if you want any one-on-one help, anything like that, just fill out the form in the description below, and I'll be more than happy to help any of you guys out. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be on Discord in the afternoon, probably make another play or two. Yeah, before you guys go, let me drop the link for the Discord. Sorry about that. All right, just drop the link. I just dropped the link in the chat. Join me there. I'm in the free section, you know. And of course, any questions, concerns, you could always DM me. Love you guys. Peace out.